extra cash, pay in full, and close the loan. Are you severely in debt and you've got multiple loans? There are two simple methods to handle them like a boss. One is the maths driven launch method. In this case, you rank the loans in decreasing order of EMIs and you pay the highest EMI loans first, then move to the smaller ones. Since you will pay off the highest loans first, you will save a lot of interest. However, if the highest EMI loan is also a long tenure loan, the process could be long and discouraging. The second method is the win focused snowball method, where you rank the loans in increasing order of EMIs. And you start with the smallest EMI loans first, then move on to the bigger ones. Leaves you with a feeling of progress. It's like trying to lose weight. Seeing some movement on the scale gets you hyped to watch your diet and exercise. And that's true for loans as well. However, you pay more in interest overall. Are you not sure of which one to pick? We have a QR code that you can scan in the supplemental PDF that will test each method for you in MS Excel. Here are some bonus tips to pay off your loans faster. First, extend your loan duration. When you ask for more time, your monthly payments reduce. Use the extra cash to pay the principal of young loans where interest is still high. Number two, refinance expensive loans. Pay off high interest loans first, then focus on the small fries. For instance, ditch that hefty 40 to 50% credit card interest. How? Swap it for a personal loan at 13 to 16%. Use it to crush your credit card debt, then tackle the rest. Number three, keep loan installments under 30% of income. Don't let it exceed this. Stick with the 50-30-20 budgeting rule and you will never misstep. And number four, settlement as the last resort. Negotiate a lower debt amount to clear your loan. One major downside here, it permanently damages your credit rating. Getting future loans becomes challenging. Mark Cuban wonderfully once said, pay off debt first. Freedom from debt is worth more than any amount you can earn. As we reach the end of this chapter, I want you to think about this. Number one, budget. From your income after tax, 50% goes to basic needs, 30% for wants, desires, things you love, and 20% for investing. Flip the ratio on any increment or side income you get. 50% to investments, 30% to your wants, 20% for your needs. Budgeting forces you to distinguish between essential spending and discretionary spending. It encourages you to cut spending on things you don't love so you can spend on all the things you do. It compels you to save and invest for your future. Number two, before making any big money decisions, run the numbers. Consider all the costs associated, including the hidden costs. Check if it aligns with your long-term goals. And do it only because you want to, because it's right for you. Forget YOLO, FOMO, and peer pressure when it comes to money. Number three, don't get tangled in credit card debt. No minimum payments. Please treat your credit card like a debit card. Swipe only when you have the cash. As an action item from this chapter, I want you to do this. Number one, take stock of everything. Let's start with your yearly income. How much salary do you make? Other forms of income. Could be rent, could be side income. What is the interest that you earn on FDs, etc.? Any other income that you have. And by virtue of that, what's the total income you earn? Then let's move to your yearly expenditure. What are your expenditures around needs? EMIs, rent, utilities, travel, food, etc. What is your expenditure around wants? Phone, eating out, travel, car, bike, etc. How much do you end up saving or investing every year? And by virtue of this, what's your total expenditure? And then finally, you calculate the share of every expenditure category. And then you find out how much do you spend on needs, which is the needs expenditure divided by the total expenditure. How much do you spend on wants, which is the wants expenditure divided by the total expenditure. How much do you spend on savings and investing, which is the savings or investments that you make divided by the total expenditure. And what is then the current proportion of needs is to wants is to savings. Then take stock of your bank accounts. Note down how many bank accounts do you have and also how much money you have in each of them. Then take stock of your debt. Note down how many loans you currently have, how much of the loan amount is due and how much time is left. Note down how many credit cards you have, what is the outstanding amount on each card. Then we take stock of your investments. Write down all your investments so far and their approximate value. Include gold, mutual funds, stocks, FDs, real estate, all of it. You may not have all the exact numbers, but that's okay. Approximations will do. Do not let these numbers discourage you or encourage you. You're just figuring out your shit. Then number two, let's understand your financial well-being. So you calculate your total assets. This is a sum of all your investments and money as of today. You calculate your total liabilities. This is the sum of all your outstanding loan amounts plus credit card bills. You thus figure out your net worth, which is your assets minus your liabilities. Then we move on to number three and reflect. Note this down. Was it easy for you to figure out your financial data? Are you on the right track to where you want to be? What are three things you're doing well? How can you do more of them? What are the three things you can improve on? This is just a thinking exercise. There's no judgment, no panic. It's all good. And then finally, number four, we act. We create a monthly budget sheet. You can scan the QR code in the supplemental PDF for an easy budgeting tool in MS Excel. Use it to track how much you spend, save, and invest. Start with at least 20% savings. As your income grows, ramp it up to 50%. You then pay off your loans faster. Pay one extra EMI every year. Increase your EMI every year, say by 10%. This reduces a 25-year loan to just 10 years. And then finally, clear your loans, especially the high interest ones, as fast as you can. Refinance all credit card debt with a personal loan. It's much cheaper. Extend loan duration of old loans to reduce their EMI. Use the extra cash to pay off young loans faster. Settle as the last resort. This dents your credit card score forever though. Chapter 4. But people tell me I should save. If you don't build the habit of saving while your salary is small, you will never be able to save when you begin to earn more. For 10 years, I took a below market salary. Instead, I opted for equity in my startup. Intentionally, I paid myself last, gambled on equity, but ignored savings, convinced it would give me much higher returns. When things didn't work out as expected, I was cash strapped, with barely enough to get by. When I needed money the most, I found myself with the least. Saving isn't sexy. We should save, we get it. For the future, for our marriage, for our kids, for retirement, blah, blah, blah. Heard it all before. Yet, we don't. Because saving isn't sexy, or fun, or exciting. It's boring. The future seems so far off. Our goals seem so far off. Retirement? I haven't even started earning properly yet. And we're not making enough money. And we're missing out on life. Our friends are putting up reels of sundowners in Goa. Why should we save? So we postpone saving. We'll start tomorrow, next month, next year, just not today. But we should save because life is crazy. Almost like a Bollywood movie. One moment we're happily dancing around a tree, next moment we're hit by a flying coconut. Medical emergencies, job losses, lawsuits, unexpected death in the family. Also, because we have dreams, that house, that car, that fancy vacation, kids' education, plus a retirement one day. Our money today has to pay for our desires tomorrow. Andre Agassi, in his beautiful book Open, says life will throw everything but the kitchen sink in your path, and then it will throw the kitchen sink. It's your job to avoid the obstacles. Savings give you the ultimate FU power. The power to walk away from a job you hate. The power to handle a medical emergency without depleting your reserves. The power to get a better interest rate on a loan. The power to move into your own place. The power to live life on your terms. You don't have to give up what you love. Saving does not equal stopping spending, sitting at home, being miserable. Once you've decided how much you want to save, spend the rest on whatever you want with no guilt. How do I start saving? Unless you know why you're saving, you don't know how much to save. If you're just saving, it's a random number. If you don't hit it, you don't care. So the drinks are always on you. You're always up for Zomato, Swiggy, always ready to take that holiday. There's nothing stopping you. So whatever you earn will always be little. Whatever you spend, you'll always feel guilty. Whatever you save and invest, you'll never know if it's enough. You'll keep chasing money all your life. But if you're saving for a vacation or saving for a house, the goal gives you purpose. It sharpens your decisions, reduces temptations, brings focus. Small difference, big impact. So set your goals. Know how much each one will cost. Begin with list your goals. When do you want to achieve them? Long term goals, which are typically more than 10 years out. For example, kids' education, retirement, down payment on a house. Medium term goals, which are typically goals you want to achieve in 3 to 10 years. This could be an international vacation or further education, marriage, buying a car. And then short term goals, which are usually less than 3 years. Building an emergency fund, buying insurance, going for a domestic holiday, buying a phone. Once you've determined these goals, figure out how much each goal will cost you. So you quote an approximate current price for each goal. The price won't stay the same forever, because inflation, the rate at which prices for goods and services rise over a period of time. So you calculate the future price of your goal based on the time frame you've set. Assume an annual inflation rate of about 6%. So for example, if your goal is to get married in 7 years and you need 10 lakhs, assuming 6% annual inflation, the final cost after 7 years will be 15 lakh rupees. So the net result will be like a table where you have a column for your goals, a column for in how many years will you hit that goal, then a column for your current cost of that goal, and then according to the inflation and the number of years, what is the future cost of each goal. To visualize this table, we've attached a screenshot of something which could be a goal for you in the supplemental PDF. Go take a look. And once you have your goals and the cost that these goals will cost you in the future, you build the saving mindset. Your target should be to save at least 20% of your salary. Remember the 50, 30, 20 budget rule? 50% of your salary on your needs, which are essential spends, then 30% of your salary on your wants, desires, because hey, you have a life, and then 20% of your salary on your savings, and thus investments for your short, medium, and long-term goals. And you save first and spend later. Most of us think that saving is income minus expenses. That's wrong. What if expenses go haywire 1 month? Does that mean you won't save? As soon as your income is credited, divert 20% to your savings. Automate that process through SIPs by sweeping it to a different bank account, whatever it takes. Because savings is equal to needs minus ego. Your needs, your rent, grocery, electricity, and other can't avoid it essential bills. But enter your ego. The new iPhone that you want, the Starbucks coffee you must have every day to look cool, those cool sneakers, that high end gym membership. When you take out your ego expenses from what you're left with after your needs, that's savings. So save first. And then don't just save, invest. We were always told to save, but that for most of us meant keeping that money in a bank account. No, we save to invest, not to let the money rot in a bank account. These investments will generate returns to cover your short, medium, and long term goals. And where to invest is just as important as how much to save. Savings means nothing if you don't invest wisely. That doesn't always mean investing where you get the maximum returns. It means understanding how different investments work for different goals. Mix and match to hit your goals. We will cover this in detail in the chapter titled, But What I Really Want is to Grow My Money. But for the time being, scan the QR code available in the supplemental PDF to download an MS Excel budget calculator that auto generates all of this saving based on the goals you've set. Here are 13 tips to help you save more. Number one, budget. It's boring, but effective. You can't improve what you don't measure. Minimum 20% of your income has to be saved every month, every year. Number two, automate your savings. If we have money in the bank, we tend to spend it. It's not always easy to do the right thing. So make the right thing easy. Automate. Sign up for as much EPF deduction as you can so it never reaches you. Do monthly SIPs and don't stop them. Open a separate investment account. As soon as your salary hits, sweep your investment amount to that account. Number three, the 30-day rule. If you really want to buy something big, wait for 30 days. Chances are you'll decide you don't need it. Number four, try a fortnightly money fast. Once a week or fortnight, don't spend on anything. Anything. Spoiler, this will require some advanced preparation. years. Maybe a new phone, vacation, new juicer, gym membership, whatever. What are the big expenses you expect in the medium term, 3 to 10 years? Further studies, new car, marriage, an international vacation. What are the big expenses you expect in the long term, greater than 10 years? Bit- Calculate the money you need to meet those goals according to today's price, and calculate the amount of money you thus need in life. This exercise is simpler than you'd think. Scan the QR code available in the supplemental PDF for a simple way to find your magic number using an Excel sheet. Next, check, are you saving at least 20% of your salary? If not, what are the steps you can take to increase your savings? And then finally, get that money out of your savings account and invest. Saving is meaningless without investing wisely. Chapter 5, and use the money to protect me. Insurance is like a parachute. If you don't have it the first time you need it, you won't need it again. At 26, I landed my first job, got health insurance from the company for myself and my parents. Yay! The coverage was great. I was thrilled. I left in 3 years to launch a startup. My corporate insurance lapsed. I delayed buying a new plan. Big mistake. One evening, my dad experienced horrible stomach pain. He was diagnosed with severe pancreatitis. After a week long hospital stay, we saw the bill, 2.4 lakh rupees. I was shocked. Stupid, stupid me. First and always, protect yourself, which comprises three things. Number one, get health insurance to keep you steady amid surprise medical emergencies. Number two, get life insurance for when the unimaginable occurs, death, disability, accidents. And number three, build an emergency fund for everything else. Let's start from the beginning. Insurance. Insurance is a deal that you make with a company to give you financial protection in case shit happens. Think of it as a small token amount you pay to receive a huge sum of money should you need it. Premium is the small token amount that you pay every month or every year to provide yourself with the safety net. And cover is the maximum amount you can avail when the need arises or the event for which you have taken insurance happens. Let's talk about health insurance, protection against surprise medical bills. The best age to get health insurance? Your 20s. Starting early is boss level thinking. Here's why. Number one, low premiums, high cover. Get this, when you're young and hopefully bossing your health game, your chances of hospitalization are lower. So insurance companies cut you a killer deal. You pay less and you get better cover. Number two, you get a no claim bonus. If you don't claim health insurance, many insurers reward you with a no claim bonus. It's a discount or an increase in coverage that piles up over the years. When you're younger, chances are high that you will get the no claim bonus because, hey, youth. And number three, lower rejection rates. You're less likely to be rejected due to pre existing health conditions. As we age, health issues can arise. Getting coverage while young ensures you're shielded from potential old people problems. How do you decide the coverage you need? It's hospital days per year multiplied by the hospital room rate. Assume the number of days you might spend in a hospital per year. A good personal ballpark is, say, 10 to 15 days. Now check the minimum hospital rate in and around your city, say 25,000 rupees per day. Crunch the numbers. Days multiplied by rate equals your tailored coverage. In the example above, 10 days into 25,000 rupees, a coverage of 2.5 lakhs. For your parents, consider around 25 to 30 hospital days. So 25 to 30 days into the rate is equal to their coverage. Family floater plan sounds like a sweet deal. Yes or no? Not always. Because the premium is decided on the age of the eldest member. So once your parents hit 60, their premiums will spike because the probability of health issues is higher. So the family plan premium will also spike. Parents also tend to clock in more hospital visits. They deserve a plan that's customized to their specific needs. So here is a better approach. One plan for you, your spouse, and your kids, and a different plan for your parents. What if you already sorted with corporate health insurance? You still need personal cover. Here's why. When you switch jobs, your corporate cover ends. So does your no claim bonus. All that healthy living for nothing. Plus, the waiting period for pre existing diseases, also called PEDs, is reset. It starts all over again. In India, you can have two health insurance plans at once. For cashless payments, only one plan can be used at a time. After the cashless bit, you can use the second plan for the remaining expenses. For instance, your hospital bill is for 4 lakh rupees. Your corporate plan is for 2 lakh and your personal plan is a 3 lakh cover. So you use the 3 lakh from your personal plan for cashless payment and pay 1 lakh in cash, which you claim reimbursement from your corporate plan. Second reason to have a personal plan in addition to a corporate health insurance plan is because most corporate plans have a co-pay option. It's like splitting the medical bill with the insurance company. You usually chip in around 10 to 20% of the cost. The company handles the rest. It's meant to avoid misuse. But with personal insurance, there is no copay. And the third reason is a corporate plan might not include all treatments or procedures. Corporate insurance plans might skip specific medical treatments or procedures because they are the same for all employees irrespective of their needs. With a personal plan, you're in control, tailoring your coverage to match your requirements. No compromise, no shortcuts, just the protection you need. Top 3 things to look out for in a health insurance plan. Number 1, pre-existing disease coverage, also called PED coverage. Make sure your plan covers past health issues. Then check the wait period. How long do you have to wait for PED coverage? Around a year is okay. Any longer is not. Second, no room rent limit. Pick a plan that doesn't put a cap on room costs. You deserve the freedom to pick your room without stress about extra expenses. And number 3, cashless hospital network. Look for plans linked to hospitals that offer no cash bill settlement. Check how many such hospitals are nearby to avoid long drives during emergencies. How to buy health insurance. First off, buy directly or online and not through insurance agents. They've got their sneaky commissions built into the cost, making your policy more expensive. A good place to buy is Policy Bazaar. They've got all the plans lined up for you to choose from, making it as easy as ordering pizza. It's like the Make My Trip or Ixigo of the insurance world. If you're completely clueless, you can choose the services offered by Ditto Insurance. They offer unbiased consultation tailored to your needs. Sadly, none of these companies are paying me anything for this shout out. And here's a pro tip. If you already like a specific insurance company, go straight to the website and make the purchase. Life insurance, protection for the fam. Life insurance is an old people thing. No, just like health insurance, getting your life insurance when young means lower premiums. Early bird FTW. The sweet spot from 25 to 35 years of age. You get the right blend of coverage and cost. Buy it till your retirement. Think long term. So if you're 25 and will retire at 65, take a life insurance plan for 40 years. It's a safety net for your loved ones, especially if you're the main provider. In case, God forbid, something happens to you, they won't be left in a tough spot. They will have the financial backing to continue their lives. The three main plans you need to know about. Number one, term plan, offering low premium and the highest coverage. It provides coverage for a set period of time 10, 20, 30 years, and so on. You pay an annual premium to the company. In the event of your death, your family gets a payout. If you stay healthy till the term ends, you get nothing. Sounds like a waste of money. But wait, number one, you get max cover at the minimum premium, since the company owes you only in the event of death. As of 2023, you pay approximately 11,000 rupees per year for a 1 crore cover if you're around 25 years of age. Number two, you pay a steady annual premium, but its real value declines.
আচ্ছা কম করে হবে নি আমি একদমই চাই না একটাও কম হবে না যে দাম চাইছি না 35 টাকা দাম দেওয়া আছে চাইলাম যে ন্যায্য দাম
over time because it's getting cheaper for you. How? The rising cost of living caused by inflation. The value of the 11,000 will feel like 6,000 a year when you're 35 and feel like 3,500 a year when you're 45. And the last reason, the premium qualifies for a tax deduction under Section 80C. The second type of life insurance plan is called an investment plan, which blends insurance and investment. So you pay some part for the insurance cover, the rest is invested, stocks or bonds. In the unforeseen event of your death, your family gets the cover amount and the investment amount. If you continue to live and the policy matures, which means it finishes its term, you get the investment amount. What will the investment amount be? It depends on where you choose to invest. That's awesome. Why do people even consider a term plan then? Because, number one, the premiums are higher for the same cover because, hey, you're getting something back at the time of maturity. So the same 1 crore plan with investment returns will cost you around 20,000 rupees per year. Number two, the returns aren't always very attractive. You might make better returns investing by yourself. And the third type of insurance plan is a guaranteed return plan, which has high premium but guaranteed payout. Picture it like a savings account, but with extra benefits. You put in the money. In case of your death, your family gets the cover amount plus the investment amount. When the plan ends, you get a guaranteed amount or a guaranteed return. It's always more than what you gave, depending on the plan, the duration of investment, interest rates, etc. For example, a 1 crore life insurance plan that returns your premium back to you on maturity will cost 30,000 per year. At the end of 60 years, you will get approximately 25 lakhs, which will seem like a lot, but remember, the money you get back will not have the same buying power as today. Because, you guessed it, inflation. How do you decide how much coverage to take? Make sure it's at least 10 times your annual salary, ideally 25 times. So if your annual salary is 5 lakhs per annum, then take a cover of at least 50 lakhs and ideally 1.25 crores. What are add-ons and why should you care? Think of them as your personal boosters. They make the plan personalized to fit your unique needs. Top 4 add-ons you should definitely consider. Number 1, critical illness add-on. If you're hit with a major illness and can't work, this add-on gives you a payout to keep you afloat. Second, disability add-on. Say you can't work due to a disability, this add-on steps in with a payout to keep things steady. Number 3, premium waiver on critical illness. If critical illness strikes, future premiums are put on pause. You get to focus on your recovery. And number 4, premium waiver on disability. If you're disabled, this add on waives off your premiums. Your coverage is kept intact. How do you pick the right life insurance company to partner with? Number one, brand reputation. Choose a company with a solid
ভালো
track
আছো?
record.
এই তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
তুমি একবারে দোকানে শুনে চলে যাচ্ছ।
ইয়েতে আসছি পাবলিকে,
কোন জায়গা?
ওই যে ডাক বাংলা আছে না,
ডাক বাংলায় ও বাজার মসজিদে
না এটা গ্রামের ভিতরে
ঘুরে দাও।
না, ওই যে মেইন রাস্তা থেকে এদিক যাওয়া লাগে, ওখান দিক যাওয়া লাগে।
নারকেসের বাড়ি,
হুম?
নারকেসের বাড়ি
না না ওইদিক না, এরা রবদা রাস্তা।
বাজার করে যাচ্ছ নাকি?
হ্যাঁ বাজার করছি। কি অবস্থা? ভালো আসেনি,
ঢাকাত না আসছিল, গেছে আব্বু আসছে তো।
ঘুরতে আসছি। তো বাড়ির সবাই ভালো আছে?
আচ্ছা, যাও যাও
না বাজার করে নিয়ে আবার
অবদা দিয়ে যাও নাকি?
লোকজন দাওয়াত টাওয়াত দিয়ে কালকে আমরা চলে যাবো বাড়ি।
2 দিন হলো।
তিন দিন হলো, কালকে 4 দিন হলো।
ভিতরে আসবা, সাগাটা আসবা,
হুম?
সাগাটা আসলে হ্যাঁ। হ্যাঁ
এখনো ওখানে ফিরে হচ্ছে, আমাদের পরিচিত এক লোক আছে, তাই নিয়ে হচ্ছে ওদের মসজিদে। আমাদের ওখানে গেছিল, আমাদের নতুন একটা মসজিদ করছি তো ওনারা গেছিল।
ওরা দাওয়াত দিছে বেশি। এটি 12 সাগাটা মসজিদ কেন্দ্রীয়, 12 বছর ধরে কোনো জামা দেখেনি। এবার গাছ কাঁকড়া গেছে।
এবার প্রথম, কখনো তো যাইনি কোনো জায়গায়।
আমি 3 বার গেছিলাম।
চিল্লাই যাইতে বলেছি।
40 দিন ওরা তো ছিল। আচ্ছা ওরা 30-31 দিন হয়েছে, আর 9 দিন মনে আছে। তারা হচ্ছে কাঁকড়া থেকে ঢাকা।
আর পরীক্ষার কি খবর? পরীক্ষা দেবেন?
ইন্টার এখন দেরি আছে।
মিলন কি করে?
বাড়িতে
মাল এর আগে আরেকবার আসছিলাম, তখন একটু কম কম, এবার তো 40।
হয়েছে আস্তে আস্তে।
এর আগে না এলো ইয়ে আসলো পলি দিয়ে,
হ্যাঁ
পলি দিয়ে আসলো।
তিরফল দেওয়া আছে,
হুম?
তিরফল।
হুম।
তাহলে এখন কোনটি আছো? বাড়িতে?
হ্যাঁ ঢাকাতে যাবো, 1 তারিখে জয়েন্ট আছে।
ঠিক আছে, 15 গ্রাম বেশি আছে।
দেখি 1 তারিখে এক জায়গায় চাকরির কথা বলছি তো, 1 তারিখে যাবো।
আগেরটা
আগেরটা হলে আগেরটা বাদ, নতুন করে বেতন ওটা দিয়ে হয় না।
তোতা
ভন্ড।
ঠান্ডা হয়ে গেছে।
ভন্ড মুখালি।
Life insurance is a long duration product, so bet on brands you trust, reputed brands, maybe even your banking partner. Number two, high claims ratio. Check the claims ratio, which is when people claim insurance, what percentage is actually processed. Higher number of claims is a good sign. Look for at least 99%. Number three, high payout ratio. Check the amount paid out as a ratio of the amount claimed. When people claim insurance, what percentage of the value claimed is actually paid? A higher payout ratio is a good sign. Again, at least 99%. When you get a life insurance policy, disclose everything. Lay it all out there. Smoking, health history, lifestyle choices. Full disclosure keeps your coverage rock solid, leaves no room for insurance companies to dodge or deny payments later. How to buy life insurance? First, decide what kind of plan you want: term, investment, or guaranteed return plan. My recommendation would be term insurance. Just as with health insurance, buy directly or online and not through an agent. The latter has a commission built in, making it more expensive. Good places to buy from: Policy Bazaar, Ditto. They haven't paid me for saying this, in case you are once again wondering. If you know which insurance player you want to partner with, you should ideally go directly to their site and buy. Emergency fund, protection against everything else. Health emergencies, covered. Family protection, covered. Now, an emergency fund seems a bit extra. Imagine you're in your early 20s, making 25, 30,000 rupees a month. Life's cruising along when, bam, you hit with an unexpected.
হ্যাঁ ভাই ভালো খবর নিয়ে আসছে তাইলে কি খবর নিয়ে আসা আটা কত করে
ও ভাই 18
খাই ভালো লাগবে না।
আগের মাল দাও তুমি 5টা বস্তা মাল আছে করে নেবেন
কত করে 41
43 ও ভাই খোলা আড়াই তো কেনা 40 টাকা বেচা 35 টাকা প্যাকেটটা 3 টাকা বেশি না লাগবে না এন্ড আমার একটু 37 নিচে আড়াই নাই
থাকবে অনেক গণ আছে আপনার কি মধু আছে মধু রাহুল প্যাকেট তেল কত করে সর্ষে
50
হ্যাঁ ভালো হয়েছে ভালো সুপ্রিয় আটা ছিল 43 টাকা মনে কি না বুঝছে সুপ্রিয় তেল
কেমন বাবা
এখন তো নাই এখন তো 50 টাকা গেছে
তুমি বলো হ্যাঁ কইনি রাহুল তুমি কিয়েছে
ওটা আগের কিনা আছে ওটা আমি আমার আছেই তো কিনবো আগেরই দেড় কার্টুন আছে মনে হয় আপনার ওটা 50 টাকা করে বেচছে রাহুল
এরাই মনে হয়
আর প্রোডাক্ট কি কি আর আমার তো অনেক প্রোডাক্ট নামই জানি না
আটা ময়দা সুজি সরষের তেল
কতগুলো হবে ক্যাটালগ
80টা প্রোডাক্ট 60টা প্রোডাক্ট আর কিছু লাগবে
না
লাগবে না আটা পারলে এরা অবস্থা নিয়ে রাখেন, আপনার লাভ আছে। খালি এরা কথা কয়া গেল।
42 ধরেন, 42 ধরছিল এটা,
44 করে, হ্যাঁ?
42 ধরছিল না।
ওর কাছে ফোন দেন দেখি। এরা কথা কয়, এরা খালি ফোন দেন। এরা ফোন দেন।
ওইভাবে তো বেচা হয় না।
আর ওইভাবে না বেচা হোক, আপনি কিনে দাও, আমি কিনে 47 48 করে আজ কিনা লাগবে।
42
এখন ওয়াটটা আজ ওয়াটটা 48 টাকা রেট।
42 ধরেন, হ্যাঁ।
ভাই ধরা গেলে কি আমি এত কাহিনী করতে হয়? আটাই নেই ঘর, আড়াই হাজার 500 তুমি কমিশন করে বেচবো, আর তুই তো এমনি ছেড়ে দেবে। খোলা আড়াই হাজার 45 টাকা, আপনার এটাও 45 টাকা বেচবো, 2 টাকা লাভ।
কটা থাকে ভিতরে?
24 টাকা, 1032 টাকা।
কত করে?
43 করে। ওটা ভাই আমার আড়াই নাই, আমি আপনার কি কমিশন দেবো? দেমাড়া
দেন দেন।
আপনার লাভ আছে বুঝছেন, আপনি খালি মনে করেন আমরা যে খালি ঘুরে আছি।
না, আদা রসুন বেচা লাগবে। আছে, প্যাকেট নিবে না খোলা? আছে। চিনি কতখানি? 1 পোয়া, হাফ। কোন
হলুদ দাও তো 100। আমি আসে তো কে দিচ্ছি আড়া ব্যাগ দে
নাই আর যে ব্যাগই নাই গো, বড় ব্যাগ নাই, এটা আছিল মনে হয়।
Did 1 lakh expense. Now what? A loan may seem like an easy fix, but let's face it, it's not always the most reliable option. Plus, who wants to start their 20s tangled up in EMIs? That's where an emergency fund comes in. Emergency fund is like a DIY insurance plan. Cash hidden away for the events that life and health insurance can't cover. Car breakdowns, home fixes, sudden job jolts, legal surprises, travel emergencies, the unexpected stuff.
আপনি সময় আপনি নাকি ডিম কিছু করা
ডিম দেয়নি ও সেমাই সিনিয়র কিনিলে তেল নিছে নাকি?
না তেলটা কাজে নিয়ে গেলাম না হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
তোলো এটা
এই দোকানদার কমে যাচ্ছে
নাই খে ছড়া আল্লাহু আকবার ৭৭০ 6 গুণ 12 5 205 90 300 টাকা দিছাও না ওটা তো বাদ দিছি ওটা তো মামি নিছিল 390 ছিল 300 টাকা দিছাও আর 90 টাকা আপনার তো দেনা নাই আর 90 টাকা আছে আরো তো ওই যে কাঁচা বাজার নেবা কাঁচা বাজার
না কিছু কাজ আর এই যে তো
কাঁচা বাজার নেবা বাকি আমার এলে
কিছু কাজ আর
1 বছর ছিল গেছে
সব আছে আবার আর কাজ আর এবার তো হেবা লাইন কাট করতে না ব্যাগ দাও তুলে দাও না ঠিক গেলে আছে
নেই बिस्कुट नहीं बिस्कुट चनाचूर बात कैराश पे এটা কি করবে বেগমে নেবে এই ফলগুলো আপনার না
হ্যাঁ
আমি মার্কেটে তুলে দিলাম নাকি
না মার্কেটে তুলে দিলাম
আমি এখন যাবো তাহলে 65 টাকা
How much do you allocate to your emergency fund? Break down your monthly must pays, your rent, EMIs, utility bills, the essentials. Multiply them by 6. Voila! You've got a 6-month safety stash to start with. Want to be extra prepared? Aim for a 12-month cushion. That's ideal. 3 easy ways to build your emergency fund. Number one, hit pause on spending sprees and investments for a bit. Your emergency fund takes the front seat for now. Number two, unexpected windfall, whether it's a bonus, money from a parent, or a matured FD, dump it straight into your emergency fund. And number three, create a designated account, separate or as a sub account for the fund. Rain or shine, drop in your contribution each month. Where do you keep the emergency fund? Set aside 10% as actual cash. Immediate access makes it easy to grab funds ASAP. Then allocate 20% to your bank account. Access it in hours. Opt to keep it in a savings account. Yes, it only earns 3 to 4% on an average per year, but this money is not for growth. It's for emergencies. And then finally, park the remaining 70% in fixed income funds, which can be accessed in 24 to 48 hours. Could be a fixed deposit. Yes, an FD. There. I said it. You're not looking for growth. You just need something that allows for free and fast withdrawal without any penalty. Or a debt mutual fund. Pro tips. Number one, emergency fund first, investments later. Number two, keep it bulletproof. No stock adventures, no crypto escapades, no gold or real estate experiments. Use the fund only for real emergencies, not for impulsive buys. And number three, if you tap into your fund, refill it ASAP. Dave Ramsey wonderfully says, an emergency fund is like insurance